Greetings, my name is Reyna, Colonel General Dummy, in charge of diplomatic resources and area defense planning. We have received reports from several bases about guest spies who have managed to infiltrate the bases because they closely resemble dummies, making them difficult to detect and screen. Furthermore, when guest spies are caught, they often themselves rather than be captured, resulting in numerous I recommend making the screening of people entering the base more rigorous and developing a device to detect their ethnicity. Next is a report on faction Dravenix from the planet Veltraxis. We encountered this faction when our soldiers found a tablet-like device that had been left open, containing information about their planet. So we connected that device to a large transmitter that we had secretly built and used it to locate that planet until we found it. They look very similar to the dummy faction, but the difference is that their skin is red. They possess highly advanced technology, which I believe can easily defeat the Noob faction. We sent a message to the Dravonics, and it looks like they responded as well. This allowed us to exchange scientific information. However, what was concerning was that they reported that the Noob faction, which had taken over our world, had also invaded their planet. They call this war the Noob Battalion and say that the Noob faction is much more dangerous than they had thought, which surprises me because, according to the base defense reports, the Noobs are not capable of fighting us very well, and the technology of the Noob faction when they invaded our world was no more dangerous than the technology of the Dravonix people. However, it made me immediately change my mind based on the video footage they sent us, which showed Noob combat aircraft we had never seen before. There were also a large number of Noob soldiers, and their gear was truly highly advanced. This might be because the Noob soldiers looked weak on Earth, because their true forces were invading Veltraxis. So we sent them various strategies for fighting the Noobs, explaining their weaknesses as much as we could help. We also asked why the Noobs were invading their planet, and whether their planet also had crystals. But they didn't know the reason for the Noob invasion, and their planet did have crystals, but they weren't that good. There must be other reasons as well that we're not yet sure of. Something like that. However, over the past period, we received almost no response from Veltraxis until November 2nd, 2025, when we received another message from Veltraxis, which was a pending message. Veltraxis and the people of Dravenix cannot protect against the evil threat of the Noobs, and if you are seeing this message, we Dravenix have all perished. And the message concluded by saying that all the Noob forces we had encountered were on their way to your planet, Earth. And after another day, there were reports of attacks from multiple bases, and reports from our Titans that in Berlin, Germany, a giant mothership-class spacecraft has appeared, along with General Noob and numerous combat aircraft. Therefore, I would like to warn you to try to upgrade your bases as well. And even if you can still defend against the enemies, they will continue to grow stronger, and you must never let the day come when the enemies are stronger than your bases. I hope everyone's safety.